Hello, this is Sambuka, aka Mama Sam, and I am live both on TikTok and on YouTube. And today I am coloring and chatting. I'll have to get used to doing this. I'm going to do it as often as I can, and I'm coloring butterflies in harmony. And that is actually from my book, Mandalas and Mind Munchies. What is in this book is a whole lot of mandalas. I have 30 to be exact, and I also love word searches. So there are mandalas and word searches. Yes? And mazes, and something I don't do, which is Sudoku, but I put it in there because I just can do it. Some of the puzzles, some of the mandalas are easy, like this one, the psychedelic one, which I'm really looking forward to doing. And some of them not so easy. After I created them, I was just like, what was I thinking? Like, what? But I look forward to coloring these and talking to you about some of the things that I have gone through. I am going to work on this Butterflies in Harmony while I talk. And I have some puzzles at the back as well, but I'm going to work on this Butterflies in Harmony because I've already mostly finished it. And I packed everything up to come into the studio to do it today and realized I left my crayons at home, at the house. So I'm in a space where I was able to borrow some crayons, and I'm going to just use those crayons and color and talk. It may not match what I've got before, but that's okay. We doing this thing. So today I want to talk about why people hate you and how it feels to grow up feeling that you're not loved. Yes? So recently, I have a narcissistic mother. She is exceptionally narcissistic, and I will now say that I now say completely that people who are narcissists have the spirit of Jezebel working in them. Yes, they have the spirit of Jezebel working in them, and unless they turn back to the Most High, are reprobate. Right? I went a little too dark on that one, but that's okay. They're reprobate. So I recently got to the point where I was like, you know what? My mother does hate me. My mother really, really hates me. And it was really, it was hard. It was hard to come to that conclusion and just live with it. But as I was working through that, I also was thinking back about my own child. And if you don't know, my daughter also became a narcissist. I had married a narcissist, and she decided to take up where her father left off. And I will discuss that in another video about how children will become like what they're around, right? My sister became a narcissist. My youngest brother, who is also the golden child, is showing narcissistic trends. So I was also in the position where I started realizing that my own daughter hated me. And that was hard. And it comes from envy, right? If people are envious, they will start doing things that will undermine you and they won't be nice. Let's just put it that way. So, all of these feelings were just brewing inside of me about being hated, being hated. And it's not easy. It ain't easy at all. So one day I had a discussion with my father, who I am around quite frequently, and he is an enabler. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's an enabler. And it happened after my sister had done some wicked thing to me, and I was just at my wits' end. And the discussion turned around to the fact that my mother, and I would say my daughter, hated me. And I said that to my father. I don't know what I was expecting, but what I ended up with was basically him acknowledging that my mother hated me. My father acknowledged the fact that the woman who he had me with, they're now divorced, hates her own child. He didn't deny it. He basically acknowledged it. Oh, I tell you, that was painful. That was very, very painful. And I don't even know what to, how to put it into words, the pain that you feel when you realize that your own father knows that your mother hates you. But that is what I knew it already, and then I got the acknowledgement from my father. I don't know if anybody's watching me on TikTok, but I'm on both TikTok and on YouTube, and I cannot see the comments on TikTok, and there's nobody watching on YouTube, but I'm going to do this anyhow. So, I say all that to say this. While my youngest, I have 3 girls. And again, I left my crayons at the house, so I am using crayons that I can find. It doesn't matter because this thing that I created, that the Most High downloaded into my spirit, has helped me. I can't even put into words how it's helped me regulate my nervous system. So when my youngest was about 6 years old, I used to teach her in something similar to like Cub Scouts or Girl Guides, but it was church based. So I'm trying to get the crayons so I can color. So she had memory verses every week that she had to learn. And at the time I was married, I had a family, but I still felt like I didn't belong. And how bizarre is that? Right? Like, how could you be married and still feel like you don't belong? That's how it's looking so far. And like I said, I forgot crayons, so it's not, I should go back a little farther. So it's not 100%. But that's okay. So she had to learn a verse, and it was Psalm 68, verse 6. And it's Elohim places the lonely people in families. He leads prisoners out of prison into productive lives, but rebellious people must live in an unproductive land. Well, she didn't learn all of that. She learned, quote unquote, God places the lonely in families. And that's what she learned. And that verse stuck with me for years. Well, not for years. It keeps just popping into my spirit. And here I am, 30 some odd years later. It's not quite 30 years, it's about 25 years later. And discovering I am the scapegoat. I've known it. Internally, I've known it for years. But now walking out the path of a scapegoat. And what is a scapegoat? It's someone who is rejected by their family. Rejected by their family. Elohim places the lonely in families. He places the lonely in families, and he leads prisoners out of prison into productive lives. Oh, something just went in my eye. He leads prisoners out of what? If you're a scapegoat, you're living in your dysfunctional family. Are you not a prisoner? Are you not a prisoner? You sure are. You really and truly are a prisoner. They make sure that your life is like you're in a prison. With the lies, the blame, the everything that they throw at you, they make sure that your life is like you are in prison. And then when the Most High shows you the truth, the only way to get out of this crazy prison is to go no contact. And how freeing it is when you go no contact. It's like a weight gets lifted off your shoulders. In 2018, I was preparing to go to start over my life after being in a car accident and being in a lot of pain and all of that. Oh boy, this thing is giving me trouble. And I had a party, quote unquote, with my children. My grandson, my children, their husbands, the ones that were married, even came to say bye as I was preparing to do some traveling and embark on what I would think was my new life. I thought I had a family. I wasn't really working from the fact that I was a scapegoat then, but at that point in time, I still was able to speak with all my children. But when that happened, and I remember going to sleep that evening with my grandson and my daughter, I was leaving and they were following. I remember thinking, this is the last time I will be together with my children, and not knowing what was ahead at all. The Most High puts the lonely in families. I eventually ended up in Tobago with someone who I met just like, let's say we met today, and tomorrow it was like we had known each other for forever. This person and another one or two people are like my family. I don't speak to them every day. Sometimes I don't speak to them for months. But it's as if nothing happened in between. The Most High puts the lonely in families. If you are a scapegoat and you are in the process of leaving or you have left, it's not an easy road. It's not an easy road. Even on this Butterflies in Harmony, it says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Right? Let's see that. I need to find which way to go. There we go. See, I am doing a new thing. The Most High sees what you've gone through. He sees, and he doesn't forget. His justice is not the same as our justice. His ways are not the same as our ways. He sees, and he knows what you've gone through. And as he's done for me, he will put the lonely in families. He will put you around people. You have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit too. But he will put you in around people who can be like your family. He puts the lonely in families. And he leads prisoners out of prison into productive lives. This is what I'm doing now. Doing some productive stuff. Oh, I gotta remember that this is backwards. Doing productive stuff for people who have gone through scapegoating. And that's what my Mandalas and Mind Munchies is all about. You can find that on my coffee shop. And I'm going to do more coloring in the days to come, because it's very therapeutic. And I can talk and color at the same time. I didn't know I could do that. And like I had said in one of my other videos, it has helped me bring out the music. Like, I don't understand it, how coloring helps me become more musical, but I am coming up with songs more often now than I was before, and I am chuffed that this is happening. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to try doing this every day. Not try, I'm going to schedule doing this every day. I can't do it where I'm staying, but I have to schedule studio time. So I will maybe even color Butterflies in Harmony in different colors. I'm going to start getting markers and different things to work with so that I can get better, because I've seen people on TikTok and they're doing pretty good. But this is now available on my coffee shop as a digital download. Go and grab it while it's priced the way it is, right? And I also have my Devotional there and my affirmation cards. So this is Sambuka, aka Mama Sam. Like I said before, I'm Mama Sam because I also have children's books that I have worked on, but I'm not touching that today. And I always say I'm sending you acres of love because I know that I am hated, right? So if I know that I am personally hated, that means that you have had your dose of being pushed to the side, hated, despised, kicked around, blamed, all of that. So that is the reason why I say I'm sending you acres of love. So Salembe is peace, sending you acres of love. Salembe.